angels, it's Hailey Reese, and today I'm coming at you guys with a video that ever since I posted my Ouija board gone wrong video has been so highly requested. Basically, ever since I posted my Ouija board gone wrong video, all of you guys have been asking me what happened to Mona, is she still being haunted now, and how did the Ouija board affect her life going forward. So even though Mona and I actually are not friends anymore, nothing bad happened, we just aren't friends anymore, I reached out to her about a week and a half ago and asked her if the hauntings have stopped, what's been going on with the Ouija board, and basically life after it, and she went ahead and told me some really crazy and unsettling things that I can't wait to update you guys on and share with you. So if you guys want to hear what happened to my friend Mona after my first video I made on it, then all you have to do is just keep watching. Before I get into this story though, I just really quickly want to say if you are new to my channel or you have just not yet clicked the subscribe button and you do enjoy my videos, it would mean the world to me if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. I still feel like I'm in a dream that we hit over 100,000, so if you want to join our family, I promise you, you are not just a subscriber number, it means the world to me. You are part of the family, and I would absolutely love it. So please do that, and let's get into this story. So if you have not watched my Ouija board gone wrong video, basically what happened was when I was 13 years old, my friends wanted to play with a Ouija board. And I've always been taught ever since a very young age that any sort of games like this are not games at all, and they're really dangerous. But my friends wanted to play, so I thought that there would be no harm in me sitting in the room with them while they played with the Ouija board, and my nosy self could watch what would happen, but I'm not actually physically channeling the energy. Basically, my friend Mona, whose board it was, who had actually played with Ouija boards in the past, started talking to this spirit that claimed to be her deceased grandmother. Mona was like over the moon over this, but later the spirit goes on to say that it actually tricked her, it was not her grandma, and it was never alive. Now the minute anything in any sort of spirit game starts to tell you that it was never alive, you need to run as far as you can, because that means that it's most likely a demon. Right after this thing tells Mona that it was never alive, Mona's nose, and I kid you guys not, starts to bleed, and everyone jumps out from the game and never closes it out. That night during the sleepover, so many strange things happen. If you want to go ahead and watch that video, I will link it down below. But after that, I never went to sleep back over at Mona's again, and we went into high school and we drifted, so I never knew what happened after that. So about a week and a half ago, I sent Mona a message, and I basically explained how I've talked about this on my YouTube channel, and we're all curious as to like what's going on now, and if she would mind if she updates me, that I kind of give you guys an update and share the story. Right away, she's like, can I call you? Which was so weird because I haven't spoken to Mona in like I said, actually it's been years. Like I'm 21 now. We probably spoke last when I was 15 or 16, I might have to say. So it's been a hot minute since her and I have talked, and she's like, I need you to call me. I'm about to share with you exactly what was said in this phone conversation. After we hung up the phone, she sent me a few text messages of some really unsettling things that she forgot to tell me. When that part comes up, I'm gonna put the actual screenshots up here so you guys can read them for yourself. But this video is going to be just me explaining what exactly she told me. So Mona said that every single night her little sister would wake up screaming in hysterics, like night terror level, and if you don't know what a night terror is, it's horrible. It's nothing like a nightmare. So she would get these night terrors and start screaming and crying, and her parents would have to go in, and she would just be staring into space with this horrified look on her face, frozen but screaming, and unable to tell her parents what it was that she was seeing. So this went on, Mona said, for like a few months, and finally they started to pry at her, like, what is it that you're seeing, baby? Like, talk to us, like, tell us, what is it, what is it? And they finally get out of her. And actually, first I need to explain to you how their house was set up. When you come up the stairs, to the right was like the bathroom for the top floor, and then it goes Mona's room, her sister's room, and then their parents' room up the hall. So she said that she would see a faceless man walking towards Mona's room, but that he would stop in and turn his head and just stare into her room before proceeding to Mona's room. And this is a little girl, you guys, so she was telling her parents that this man had no face, and he would pass by every single night and go to Mona's room, and he would stare in her room before he would go there, and it would scare her. And Mona never saw this faceless man, so she didn't really know like what her sister was talking about. She just knew that her little sister claimed to be seeing this faceless man walking up the hallway. And her sister, I honestly don't even know how old she was. I'm gonna say she was about 6. So she wasn't old at all. She definitely wasn't 10 and she wasn't under 5, so like 6 or 7. So Mona said this went on for about a year or 2 and her sister would never stop. It was consistent. They brought her to the doctor to try to treat her for like night terrors and stuff because it would get really, really scary and she would go absolutely crazy some nights when it came to seeing this faceless man. Then one night, Mona said she heard a huge bang in her closet, that she went to go look into the closet and her Ouija board, which I don't know why she would have still kept it, fell off of like the shelf that she had in her closet and landed on the floor. And she said she went to pick up, oh god, I didn't even experience this, and talking about this freaks me out. It's like a horror movie. Sorry guys, she said that she bent down and she went to pick up the Ouija board, and as she went to look up to put it back on the shelf, she saw the faceless man. Oh, I can't even think about it. And she said that it wasn't even that he was necessarily faceless. It was like he was all black and like his face was all like black, like it was like looking into nothing. And she screamed, she dropped the board, and she ran into the hallway, and she didn't know what to do because she was like 15 and she didn't want to go and tell her parents that she had just seen this faceless man too. So eventually she worked up the courage, went back into her room, turned all the lights on. She didn't see it anymore, so she put the Ouija board back up into her closet and she was like, I'm gonna get rid of this. So she went and she put it downstairs in like the big like trash bin that they had in the garage. So she throws it out into the trash bin and she's like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't know what the heck I brought into my house or what I brought into my life, but like, done with it. And she doesn't see the Ouija board again. And things start to seem like they're getting a little bit better. She doesn't feel so sick. Her sister stops having her night terrors of like seeing things and whatever else, and everything seems to be okay. So Mona went to go to university. This really scares me. And she's unpacking for her dorm and she's unpacking everything, and she gets to the bottom of her suitcase and that stupid Ouija board that we played with when we were 13 is in the suitcase. So she calls her mom and her dad and she's like, who packed the Ouija board? And everyone's like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even know that you still have a Ouija board. Like, you played with that when you were so much younger. She's freaking out, panicking. She's asking everyone in her house, like, who put the Ouija board in here? And no one in the family packed the Ouija board. She knows that she threw the Ouija board out, and all of a sudden when she goes to move to her dorm, the Ouija board's packed in one of her suitcases right at the bottom of it. The exact same Ouija board that we played with when we were 13. Well, they played with, that I watched them play with. And this is where it gets so freaking scary. Okay, so this is the latest update that I have. She says that the other night, and I'll insert the text message here, the other night they're laying in their dormitory and she has a roommate in her dorm. So all of a sudden the girl wakes up and she flips all the lights on and she's like having a panic attack. And so Mona wakes up and she's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I'm so sorry, like you're gonna think I'm so crazy, but I just saw this faceless figure standing over there in the corner, like I must have dreamt it. So I know it's unsettling and inconclusive. Basically, there's this faceless thing now following Mona, and the Ouija board has reappeared, and now her friend claims to have seen this faceless figure in their dorm. Mona doesn't know how to get rid of the Ouija board. She actually asked me if I know how to like properly get rid of things. I think you're supposed to burn it if you have to get rid of things. I'm not entirely sure. I told her that I would look into it, but nonetheless, you guys, it's so scary. I just can't believe that the Ouija board appeared in her suitcase, and now her friend, who had no idea about any of this, thought that she had seen this faceless figure in their room. I think something to be learned from this, you guys, is even if you can attract good things through Ouija boards, they're just definitely not a game. And I knew I had it gives me like really bad feelings when I think about it, and I just know that she brought something into her reality, and I think that she needs to seek the help of somebody, be it a priest or, you know, a cleanser or whatever. I don't really know at this point what she can do, but she needs to find a way to get rid of that board for sure. Part of me wishes that I didn't message her to find out what happened, because now I just feel like really unsettled about it, and the idea that this is like happening right now. Like, she just went to university like 6 months ago and found the Ouija board in her stuff, and then her friend woke up in the middle of the night and saw that figure that her sister had been seeing and Mona saw twice. Like, It's really creepy that it's still happening to her right now, and it freaks me out. But I thought that I would update you guys nonetheless and kind of give you guys an update that it's been like 7 or 8 years, and even though it's not like in the movies where it happens every single day, every now and then she's reminded that this thing is around her, and it's scary. It's scary for me, and it's not even a part of my reality, it's hers, and she's not even really my friend right now. Like we're acquaintances now, and it's just, I'm scared for her. So definitely, you guys, not a game, and I'm getting fidgety because I don't even know what to say now. Well, you guys, that is it for my Mona update. I will keep you guys posted if she lets me know anything else. Hopefully she finds a way to get rid of that board properly, that it doesn't return. To me, that's so weird. Like, how does a board just all of a sudden come back from the garbage? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's true, or do you think that Mona is making this up? I mean, I was there when we were 13, and I heard and I saw her nose bleed, and I saw the board move, and I heard her mom's voice, and I heard her sister start screaming. So I know that that much is true, but I can't vouch for what's been happening lately. All I know is that she really has no reason to lie to me about this. So if you guys enjoyed today's video and you are not yet subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. Like I always say, it makes my heart super happy when you do that, so please do that. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.